Welcome to the class 9 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter Life and its Diversity. In my previous video I have started the plant kingdom classification and have said that the kingdom Plantae can be classified into different groups, which are algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperm and angiosperm. So the first four ones, that is still gymnosperm, the characteristics of each and two examples of each group I have completed in my last video, and today I will start with the group angiosperm, and as I have already said that angiosperm can again be subdivided into two categories, which are monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous. So let's start with the group angiosperm. The main plant body is sporophytic, which contains root, stem and leaf. So first point is sporophytic plant body, sporophytic body, differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Okay. Next point, fruit is formed. Unlike in the previous one, that is gymnosperm, fruit was not formed and the seed coat was naked. The seed was naked. That is, no seed coat was present. But in this case, fruit formed and seed remains covered with the fruit. So obviously here fruit is formed. Previous one, fruit was not formed and seed is covered with fruit. These are the characteristics of the plant body. Moving on to the tissue system. How is the tissue system? Well developed tissue system is present. So well developed tissue system is present in angiosperms. Examples include, so all you can remember this thing that all flowering plants are angiosperms. All flowering plants are angiosperms, and here examples are paddy, mango. All these are the examples of angiosperm. Okay. Sporophytic plant body, differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Fruit is formed, seed is covered with fruit, well developed tissue system. Example, paddy and mango. This is all about the characteristics of angiosperm. Now I would like to talk about the types of angiosperm, which is monocot and dicot, and I will do that in a difference manner. I will draw a column and explain the characteristics of each, because the difference between monocot and dicot is very, very important. Starting with monocot. Dicot. These are the two categories of angiosperms, and let's talk about how the plant body of each is. So the first point is roots. How are the roots? In case of monocotyledons, the root is fibrous root system, but in case of dicotyledons, it is taproot. Taproot is present in dicot, but fibrous root is present in monocot. Number 2, how is the stem in case of dicot and monocot? How are the different based on stem? Here, stem is unbranched. No branches are there of the stem, but here the stem is branched. The third topic is about leaves. So how is the leaf in monocot and dicot? In case of monocot, the leaf is isobilateral. So I will tell you the meaning of isobilateral with parallel venation. So what is isobilateral? That means both the sides of the leaf, that means upper and lower sides of the leaf, are almost similar to each other, and also the two sides of the axis are also similar. So this is, suppose this is a leaf. These two sides are almost similar, as you can see on both sides of the axis it is almost similar. Also, if this is the dorsal part of the leaf and then on its opposite side there is a ventral part, they are also similar to each other. But in case of dicot, the leaf is dorsiventral with reticulate venation. Now, what is dorsiventral? Here, the dorsal and the ventral sides are different from each other. Unlike isobilateral leaf, where the dorsal and the ventral sides are more or less similar to each other, here dorsiventral leaf, the dorsal side differs from the ventral side. Also, the reticular venation means if this is the leaf, there is network-like venation, not parallel like this. All these venations are parallel to each other. But in case of dicot leaf, network-like structure forms, which is known as reticulate venation, and the leaf is also dorsiventral. That means the dorsal and the ventral side are different from each other. Okay, rubbing the diagrams. Fourth point is how the seed is. How is the seed in monocot leaf? Seed is with single cotyledon. So obviously, from the number of cotyledons that are present in these two, from that the name comes. If when the seed has a single cotyledon, then it is known as monocot, because mono means one and cot comes from cotyledon. It is basically known as monocotyledonous. That means one cotyledon is present. And this one is di, means two dicotyledonous. So obviously here the seed will be with single cotyledon. Here it will be with two cotyledons. So these are all the differences between monocot and dicot based on how their plant body is. Moving on to how the tissue of monocot and dicot is. Next, number 5 is about tissue. The tissue system is present, it is better developed than gymnosperm. So basically there is not much difference between monocot and dicot based on how their tissue system is. Mostly the difference lies on the plant body, the difference of plant body. Okay, here the tissue system is well developed, and here also well developed tissue system is present. Well developed tissue system. Here also same thing is present, well developed tissue system. So if you are asked to write the differences between monocot and dicot, this one will be the answer of difference between monocot and dicot. There is these 4 points is how, based on these 4 points, how monocot differs from dicot. Okay, these 4 points, the last 2 points, this one and the next one, is same for both monocot and dicot. So you will not write these points when you are writing the difference. Here vascular bundle is present, here also present. Okay, so these two are, you will learn these 2 points. Suppose if you are asked to write the characteristics of monocot or dicot, in that case you will write all of these. Okay, these 6 points. But if you are asked to write the difference between monocot and dicot, then you will only write these 4 points, till this much. Okay, only these 4 points will be the difference between monocot and dicot. In the next page we will find the examples of monocot and dicot. Example of monocot includes paddy, maize, while dicot includes mango, pea, etc. You all have seen that mango and pea, the seeds, pea, you all know that there are 2 cotyledons. We can also separate them. In mango also there are 2 cotyledons. Okay, so I hope I am clear with this plant kingdom classification, and I will move on with the animal kingdom classification next.